Hit microphone. Done. Okay. Right. Flippity gibbet. Right, hang on a minute. Monitor and output. Hang on. Is this better? Damn. Okay. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Oh, you can hear me now. Oh, can you hear me now? Oh my gosh, hang on. Have I just clawed this back? Oh my gosh, I've done it. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, blimey. I've not had a chance to take a break. But there we go. Blimey. So, hello guys. Welcome to this manic stream. Gonna even feel more manic than the last one. But yeah, didn't even chance to make a thumbnail. I want to make a thumbnail before the second half, actually, for this game. Because I had one planned. But I just got back from going out today. Literally, I finished my university today. Well, not my all of it, but I finished my second year of university today. So I've rewarded myself by going out, and I've just got back and just made it to Barnsley and Swansea just in time. So the game's just kicked off, literally a minute gone. Comment your guys' predictions in the comments, and I think to just cover what we need to cover, we can cover the Bournemouth game quickly, and then we'll look at the Barnsley squad. Looks like a foul's been given for Swansea. So let's look in fact, let's look at Bournemouth and Brentford first, because I've only saw the final 15 minutes, but I did see the goal, and it was a fantastic goal, and I think Danjuma will be given the credit for that, because he started the goal by winning the ball off Janssen, started the counter-attack. Stanislas, Brooks, Billing, and Danjuma, all four were unbelievable, really. So as you can see from this timeline, the momentum just shifted. It went from Bournemouth to Swansea. Oh, okay, it's a comfortable save. So it starts from Bournemouth down to Brentford, then up for Bournemouth, and then a huge spell of dominance for Brentford. But despite that, that is when Bournemouth hit them on a break. I think that one green spike is when Bournemouth scored their goal. And then obviously near the end, Bournemouth piled on the pressure to try and get a second. But it did end 1-0. Let's just quickly look at some stats. So Brentford with 58 possession, 11 shots to Bournemouth's 9. Pretty close, actually, in terms of stats. You know, I don't think there was anyone clearly in a favourite. Alex Mowat starting in this game for Barnsley, by the way, which I think is big news. Thoughts on Alisson's goal, says George. I wanted to cry. I do give Alisson credit, but it really didn't make me feel good as a Chelsea fan. ADT says 1-0 Barnsley. That was what my prediction was. I don't know if it's going to be 1-0 Barnsley. I do think it's going to be a game that's going to be very stop-start, and it's literally been that game so far. I think the biggest news coming out from Barnsley and Swansea is not only Alex Mowat starting for Barnsley, but it's Connor Roberts not starting for Swansea, and Swansea have gone for a back four. Despite the two previous times Swansea have beaten Barnsley, they've gone for a back three. So they've stuck to their guns, and they've stuck with the new method. So we'll see if that comes to bite Swansea in the long run. Here's Swansea though. Oh, good defending by Barnsley. Now they try and counter. Remember, in this game, Barnsley have got their home fans in the stadium. So this is when that fans need to give the home advantage. Honeygun, welcome to the stream. You think Barnsley to win and also to go through to the final. That's quick. The game was a little bit fisty at times. Bournemouth quick counter, then goal, and you reckon Swansea win by 2-1. Yeah. I mean, it was a great goal. It was a great counter-attacking goal. But it really could have gone to anyone. In terms of Brentford, though, they didn't really have any chances. -1 in Boomer chance. But I think, do we need to look at anything else? We'll quickly look at the alignment. So, yeah, it looks like Barnsley are going for back three. Matt Anderson, Helix, Sibic. Sibic is starting. Okay, I didn't think he'd start, but he has started with Sibic. Pretty much The only change in the squad, for what I know, is DK starting and Alex Moat and Dominic Freesia. That's interesting. I did not quite expect Dominic Freesia to be starting, but fair play to him. He's starting this game on the bench. Got a load of options. They've got Solbauer. I thought he'd be starting. Carlton Morris on the bench as well. He's dropped down to the bench. Jasper Mooney's dropped down to the bench as well. Connor Chaplin also on the bench. Let's look at Swansea's quickly. So there we go. Look at this. Back four. So Jake Bidwell, Mark Gouet, Ben Cabango is starting. So I wasn't actually sure Cabango was starting, but he is starting, and so is Kyle Norton. But in the midfield three, we pretty much got spot on. Fulton, Matt Grimes, and Conor Hurhan. And the front three, I pretty much got spot on as well. Jamal Lowe, Liam Cullen is starting, and Andre Ayew on the right-hand side. So on the bench, there's a lot of options, of course. Connor Roberts being the big one. Wayne Rowledge for experience. Morgan Whittaker could also provide some options. Danda could provide something as well. So both teams have got options. Should be a very close and tight game. If I can scroll this back up, that'd be nice. I don't know what's going on with this. Let's just put it back to the preview I like to see. Right, this one. Yeah, that's right. And let's go back to the watch-along thing. So, you almost scored on Sunday, even though I'm a defender. So you're playing some Sunday League. Oh, that's good to hear. Thoughts on completing a double over Chelsea? I'm not confident. It's really frustrating being a Chelsea fan right now. You never feel that you can kind of say that we've turned a corner, because we've just adopted a new mentality where we bottle things. It's all. No disrespect, but it's almost adopting an Arsenal mentality in cup competitions. We've been to 3 finals in 2 seasons and we've not won a single trophy. And that for Chelsea is unheard of. And that pretty much has started since, I don't even know, probably since our first FA Cup defeat against Arsenal back in 2017. Even though we won it at Man United, you know, it was Man United, Jose Mourinho, and we were expected to win that one. Carl knows how to get the random mod in Among Us, so that'll be something soon. I've already got the random mod for Among Us, so it basically you need to have the mod if you want to play it. But yeah, I've already played a couple of games with that mod, and it's very confusing, but yet very, very fun. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Tielemans? I love that question. You know what? As a player, I would give him a 9 out of 10. The goal, I would even give it a 10. But the game overall, big fat 0. You know, didn't watch the game because I was doing work, and I would have actually started the stream earlier, but I was out celebrating completing my work. So yeah, if I watched the full 90 minutes, I probably would have blown the fuse. But because I didn't watch it, I think I just kept my cool. Watched a 9-hour stream yesterday. Blimey. I mean, I wish I had that amount of time on my hands. I used to. Mate, it's just the thing is, I can accept this because we can comprehensively say that Chelsea weren't good enough. And basically, it was either one who scored first was going to win. Leicester scored a wonder goal, so that's how it was. We had VAR, which, yes, disgraceful. And, you know, if that went in, we probably would have won it based on the quality and the stamina. But when I knew it was going to be disallowed and checked, I thought, yeah, it's not going to be our way. You know, it just wasn't our game. So it's what it was. It was a beauty. As much as I hate to admit, it was a great goal. But meanwhile, we're watching an entirely new game on our hands. And in fact, what I need to try and do, I have been practicing this. I want to try and adopt a count-up timer. If I could find out how to do that, because I've got the app for it. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I just need to remember how to do it. Right. For some reason, I don't... Okay. Barnsley have got a corner, and Barnsley fans are clapping in cheer. Oh no, I don't want count down, I want count up. Where's count up? I don't really want count down. Chrono, yeah. Oh no, that's it. It needs to be done at 90. How do you do it? So the pre-format is hours, minutes, and seconds. So I'm not reading the comments at the moment, guys. I do apologise. That's down to me just trying to do this count up thing. Okay. So, what's going? Okay, I'm literally just trying out some things that I probably should be trying them beforehand, but due to the little amount of time I've had today, you're going to have to try and deal with it. I'm afraid. Right, come on, what's going on here? Use custom format. Oh, that's what I want. That's what I want. Live output. Start. What's going on here? Oh, no, I don't want that. I know how to do it now. All right. I'll read, okay. Have you showered today? I have, mate. Did you hear that Ricky Williams was appointed head coach at Doncaster? I didn't, actually. I actually have not heard any football news today because I've been out today. If Chelsea also lost the Champions League final and bought a top 4, do you think Tuchel will get sacked? I don't think so, but if Tuchel, let's say, gets knocked out early in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup next season, then he'd be under pressure. I think next season, Abramovich would want to see some progress, and if it's the same thing and we're not closing the gap to City and all of that, then he would be sacked, in my opinion. Right, I know how to do the chrono up thing now. So I need to time this right. In fact, what I'm going to do is count up when it hits 12 minutes. Oh, no foul, apparently. Just outside the box. No. It's been very cagey so far. A load of fouls going on. Not really too many chances at the moment. In League One, Blackburn will get promoted, says George. I don't know who'll get promoted, to be honest with you. You can't rule out Oxford. I know Oxford are playing Blackpool tomorrow, so I don't know. I think either Blackpool, Lincoln for me will go up. What are your thoughts on Harry Kane leaving? I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I really am not surprised. So, yeah, hang on a minute. I'm just going to copy this, and I'm just going to try and add it to the thing. It's a new source. In fact, how the hell did you do it? I'm trying to remember how I did my countdown, and I need to do a count up to get a timer just so you guys can see what's going on with the game and that. But I needed to do this beforehand. ADT thinks Sunderland will go up. That's interesting. I actually do not think Sunderland are the favourites. I really think they're actually the underdogs, which is weird, but it's down to their poor form. If Wycombe win the Europa League, he has to go. That's interesting that you say that. You know, even when you finish second, I think it's a real shame what's going on. Really, it's difficult to really put your finger on it because no one's challenging City. You know, and Liverpool, of course, have had an off year, but I don't know. It's difficult to set your standards when Manchester City are just so good. If the mighty Birmingham City get promoted next season under Niebauer, I will go for a 5-hour run every day for a week. Oh, I tell you what, you can definitely do that. If Pulis useless at Wednesday, I think yeah, but at the same time, I just don't think he was given a chance. And yes, Giddy Fry, I have. He really wasn't given a chance, Harrison. So you can't really, I can't really give like a proper point. You know, you look at the stats with 1 win in 10 not being great, but at the same time, he wasn't given a sodding chance to do it. Okay, hang on. It's just been a lot of fouls going on, so nothing's really happened in terms of chances at the moment. Yeah, I'm just multitasking at the moment. I'm literally just trying to add the timer. That's literally all I'm doing at the moment. Then I've got to do the thumbnail, and then I'll be ready. More sub-specials, whoop, says Carl. Don't think I have any specials, but yeah. I tell you what, I'm in a good mood knowing that I finished my work today. I'm now relaxing. This stream, by the way, was literally set up within 5 minutes, which is why I'm still doing stuff at the moment. I've not even got a thumbnail, so that's what I'm currently doing. I'm multitasking, so yeah, that's why I'm not being able to respond to your comments as quickly, but I'm trying my best, guys. Brentford doing a Brentford. Look, Sam, to be honest with you, they were 1-0 down to Swansea last year in the semi-final, and they still got through 3-1. So it's not game over. Brentford need to turn up at Griffin Park. If they do not, if Bournemouth score first at Griffin Park, then I'd say it's close to game over. Who was the worst manager in the Championship this season? Maybe Philip Koku, I think. Didn't you do a 500 last week? Yes, I did. I think you're getting the impression from the thumbnail and the title. I've not been able to change the title, thumbnail, the timer. I've literally set this up in 3 minutes, which is why this is a mess. But I'm trying. Yeah, Bournemouth did win. Only 2 teams would stay up if they got promoted to the Prem, which would be Bournemouth and Brentford. Yeah, I would even say Swansea maybe, but the only thing I would fear about Swansea if they went up was if they could score enough goals. Now, where do I add the text? I'm going to need to do like a tutorial mid-stream. Thankfully, nothing's happened in this game, so you guys are really not missing anything at the moment. There's just been a lot of fouls at the moment, which is exactly what I think everyone has predicted. It's Brentford Community Stadium. Yeah, that's the stadium. Was Rooney poor at Derby or average? Poor. Yeah, Rooney was poor. Even though he had that form, I just don't... If it's more of the same next year, he's not a manager that's ready to do everything. Yeah, Cranker. Yeah. That's a funny. And even an expired milk carton would do better. I almost, to a certain extent, agree. Brentford, our bottle job, says Josh Hart. It was a bit disappointing. I did expect Brentford to do a bit more, but at the same time, you've got to remember last year, Brentford were 1-0 down on aggregate from the first leg against Swansea. Naturally, it happens. Brentford may not turn up. They need to turn up at Griffin Park. If Bournemouth score first in Griffin Park, then I would say Bournemouth have got this. But Bournemouth have no way have won this yet. But I guess what's disappointing is the lack of chances Brentford had. They did have more of the ball, but even then, not by much. And chances go, they weren't great. Do I like Vardy? Yes, when he's not playing against us. That's all I'd say. But VAR, completely not. Absolutely, I can't stand it. But, it would either love you or it will hate you. People would argue it's an added thrill to the game, but I was about to swear there. But it's literally a BS sort of different layer of football because a lot of it's unfair if it goes against you because it's people running it who are incompetent. If Swansea went up, then they would survive because they're the most experienced team out of the playoffs. It's weird because they're not the favourites, but they're the most experienced. I'd say Bournemouth more experienced in terms of the Prem, but playoffs go, yeah, Swansea, you could argue, have got a bit of experience. They've definitely played the more recent Championship one. 2011, I think they played their last playoff final. Barnsley, the last time they've had their playoff final was back in 2003. Of course, they've had League One playoff finals, but they're not the same. Bournemouth, I don't think I've ever had one, if I remember right. And then, of course, Brentford. No, in fact, no, bro. Brentford obviously would have had the experience from last year. But in terms of getting out via the playoffs, Swansea have probably had the most experience. So I kind of agree with you there. Honestly, it was so tight. So honestly, it was whatever Stockley Park gave. And Stockley Park didn't allow it. So I was like, yep, okay, that's us not winning. So... yeah, it was ridiculous, but you know what? I at the same time, it was mighty close. But what can you do? I'm not the one running the people at Stockley Park. Swansea need to strengthen a lot. I definitely think in attack they would. Defence, I'm not too worried about, but they can't go like on a poor run like they did in some time in the season. Swansea, I've noticed, I've really tried to go down the left-hand side where Callum Britton is occupying that fullback position, but they're getting caught on the offside trap a little bit. Jake Bidwell's not quite having enough success down that channel at the moment. How do I add it to Streamlabs? I'm literally looking on YouTube for a tutorial to add a timer down. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I don't want OBS, I want Streamlabs. It was good to see how much... Yeah, and you know what? That part of it was nice. Alright, so it's not like I'm completely against the whole thing. I won't watch the match back, I won't watch the celebrations, but the pictures that I've seen with the owner on the pitch, you know, that I can abide seeing, you know, because he's given a lot to that club and they ultimately deserve it, you know. I would say out of everyone is setting a good example of what an owner should be to a football club. Right, I've managed to click it, clip the thing down, but I need to find out how to add it onto thingy. How did he do that? So, oh, brain, bloody easy. Do you know who Matt SB is? I do know who Matt SB is. Oh, he's offside. I do know who Matt SB is, and a little story about Matt SB, actually. I've actually asked him for a collab via Instagram, and he still has not read my message. So, yeah, that's literally my views on him. You know, I've got no problem with his channel. I've got no problems with him as a person either. But, yeah, you know, kind of aired me a little bit, so I'm a bit disappointed on that front. But what can you do? He might just not want that, really. You know, he might not want a collab, which is fine. I don't mind. Oh my gosh, this bloody computer though. Hang on, this could be a way to do it. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it's working as well. Unbelievable. Right, hang on, the timer's working. I'm just moving it here. Right, oh, don't move that. Hang on, timer down here. Change the text color. You're happy Dong's leaving you? Yeah, I heard that. That was another bit of news recently. You know, there was a lot of things going on. Obviously, I mean, there's countless things that have gone on, but yeah, that was like one of the biggest bits of news that I've heard. Right, actually, what I'm gonna do is make the logo a bit smaller because you don't need to have a reminder of what my channel logo is. What if I might put it up there, actually. I think that might be better. And then put the timer at the center. There we go. So look at this, guys. We actually got an actual live ticking timer now. So put the timer over your head. I don't know how that looked personally. I mean, to be honest, I don't have much area to work with, so I need to make sure I keep as much of this as I can. So that's pretty much most of what I wanted now. Now what I need to do is make the thumbnail, and then it's pretty much ready for this video anyway. I mean, this video was supposed to be ready a long time ago, but I can't help it, guys. You know, I have a life that I've tried to balance, and I've managed to find just about enough time to get this stream going. And what I'm really surprised with, it's going fantastically well in terms of lag stuff. I don't think there's been a single lag spike so far. I've not seen anything on my Streamlabs saying, oh, this is lagging or whatever. How on earth is this stream running so well at the moment? Could even Tony move even if Brentford goes up? I don't think if Brentford goes up, but if Brentford don't, I think he will. I think someone like Palace, who need goals, Southampton, you know, if Ings has got an interest, they could replace him. Heck, maybe even Newcastle might try and make a case of getting back, but I think even if they've got Callum Wilson, I'm not sure they might need him, but he could be good backup. Heck, you wouldn't even back up of someone like Arsenal trying to go for him. They went for Buendia last year, so you don't know. Right. The thumbnail, though. I need my other laptop, though. Actually, no. I think I use this laptop for the thumbnail, actually. Yes, I do use this laptop for it. Right. I need to... If you notice, guys, in my thumbnails recently, I've used a new background. Tell me if you like it, guys. Because if so, I'm definitely going to keep it for future turns. I'm just doing the thing now. I've got a vision in my mind for what I want the thumbnail to look like. I'm just doing that now. Make this text a bit bigger there. If I can split this image, if I could just split it and then maybe just turn it into 2 colours, that'd be great. That needs to go. I'm sorry, guys. If you've got any questions, do ask me. I will answer it. I've just been a little bit slow on the input, which is down to me not being prepared. But is what happens when you try and do too many things at once. Matt is checking. Oh, wait, Matt is checking now. Well, what I will say, I got Matt SB here. So, in fact, I'm just making sure that the thing's recording now. So, don't know if you'll be able to see this, but okay, you can kind of make out that's Matt SB. Send him about a paragraph of a message. So yeah, that's basically my message telling him, COLLAB here, I am available. I am a championship YouTuber and that. He's not even seen the message. He probably thinks I'm just some weirdo trying to ask for something. But I think as soon as he sees it and he knows who I am, and he thinks, oh, okay, you know what? We'll give him a go. Compare Cisco to Ishmael, completely different managers and similar philosophies in terms of wanting to play a lot of high-intensity football. But Ishmael's just completely transformed a side who were relegation candidates last year to potential Premier League achieving teams. So, unbelievable, really. Good news, Matt said he'll check the message, maybe a collab. Oh, really? Well, thank you, guys. It's clear to me that you're popping in between streams, so I truly appreciate that. If you've, do you guys follow me on Instagram, by the way? Because you might need to tell him what my Instagram account is. Can Morpay move back to France potentially? Maybe like a Lille on Lyon. I think he'll stay at Brighton, I still think he'll stay at Brighton for a little bit. That maybe could be another team that Tony could go for. And let's say Morpay does go, then I would almost guarantee... do you know what would actually be crazy right now? Imagine if Tony goes to Spurs for the fact that Harry Kane wants to leave. It'd be a huge gamble by Spurs, but it could be a gamble worth taking. Mini Search, welcome to the stream. Giddy Fries asked if I'm editing my thumbnail. I am, but I'm also trying to read comments as well, so I'm multitasking here. What I'm trying to do is figure out how to edit this. In fact, what I might do... Actually, no, I know how I'm going to do this. Part of doing thumbnails in YouTube is about being on your toes and, not panicking if you feel like you can't do something, because there is no way to do it. You will find a way to do something. So I know what I'm going to do. In fact, if I can crop that, that'd actually be even better. It would look really, really nice, I hope, if I can get this right. Crop, there we go. I do apologise, guys, for the fact that I have to do this, but it's really what happens if I'm not prepared for this. Okay, hang on. What? Has it not done it? Come on. Okay. Select. Oh, there we go. Why is it doing that? What's even worse? I've not cropped on this thumbnail thing before, so. Oh, come on. Why won't it apply? Hello? Can you do it? No? Okay. Well, I'm figuring out. Right, we're just looking at some stats here. Swansea have had, so this was the head-to-head stats. 4 goals Swansea have had. 23 attempts Barnsley have had compared to Swansea's 12. That's nearly double. And obviously, Barnsley have not scored a single goal. So, quite amazing, actually. That, all right, DK tried to get and win the ball, but Freddie Woodman has collected. It has not been a great game to watch, guys. I can't lie. It's not been a great game for the spectacle, but it's a typical playoff leg one game. You know, teams trying to figure each other out. Did you hear that Keith Hill was sacked? Yeah, who's he managing now, Keith Hill? I can't remember who Keith Hill was managing. It was a League 2 team, I think. Yeah, the time's still there. Making thumbnails is mega hard, to be honest. To be honest, even with the software I found, it's not that difficult. But just cropping an image, I've never done it before. So I'm just figuring out a skill I've not done. Even making this countdown timer I've done down there, I've literally just done that on the spot. And somehow I've managed to execute it perfectly. So it's sometimes about YouTube as well. You've got to wing it. And thankfully, this game has been so bad that I've not really missed anything. So I've been able to still do my job and still... Oh, okay, no, nothing. Got to put the major in, that's for sure. Yeah, I agree. Halovic has been offered a new contract. Oh, that's good. Yeah, he'll need to stay at Birmingham. He's a young potential player. Who is Matt? Matt is another Championship YouTuber who I have contacted. You know the stream you went on, Giddy Fry, asking for the collab, and he said he'd check, but he didn't. It's him. It's basically him. Begs Halovic signs it so he can stay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Apparently Man United are favourites for Kane. Oh, there's no way United will get Kane. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. How on earth could Kane go to United? I really can. I really cannot. Oh, well. Yeah, I didn't manage to read that sarcasm through that, Carl. So, yeah, I deliberately wasted that for you. What things would you want to collab on? Is that what Matt's asking me? Yeah, Cabango's looking solid, I agree. I don't know. Talking about next season, Euros, favourite championship season ever. You know, we could look back at championship seasons. We can have our own little review on the whole championship. We can go through every single team. You know, those are the sort of things, really. You know, something simple. Simple, general question-answer sort of thing, I guess. That'd be the easiest, but it doesn't mean we have to do the easiest way. Right. Right, how on earth do you crop on this social media app? Another thing I've got to get YouTube up for, so learning how to do things, really. That's my style. We're on 515 subscribers, by the way, so thank you guys so much for being a huge support. 14 likes as well, fantastic work, you guys. Thank you so much for that. If you could share the channel and subscribe, it'd be fantastically appreciated. If we could get to 530 really soon, that'd be fantastic. And I tell you what, 1,000 would be the main target. I can then leave YouTube saying I've done everything. Sivian Jetwer says you don't want Kane anyways. I mean, assuming you're a Man United fan, but I think you're also a new viewer. I don't recognise that name. If you are a new viewer, everyone do make sure you welcome Sivian Jetwer to the stream. We want to make sure we always welcome our new viewers to the stream. So, to cover Barnsley Swansea at the moment, nothing's happening. In fact, whilst we're at it, let's actually get capture on. Right, that's actually my thumbnail that I'm trying to make. Let's actually go to the actual analysis at the moment. So, very interesting. As you can see, it was all Swansea at the start, and then, quite rightfully, Barnsley have now taken over. Because of their intensity, they're winning the ball back very, very easily. But they've not been able to do anything with it. Swansea have been good at closing them down. Carl Norton and Cabango have done fantastically well, actually. Cabango literally just won a header, which he could have really lost out on as well. So, both are doing well. The only player I'm fearing for a little bit is Civic at the moment. I do think he can get drawn out of position at times. So that's literally the only concern. Well, like minor concern, I guess. But pretty much it deserves to be a draw because no team has done anything yet. So that's what's going on. I'll reiterate the stats. So, yeah, 2 shots each, 1 on target for Swansea, although that was literally just a long looping ball and easy for Collins to catch. Shot off target, Barnsley, yeah, that was near the beginning of the game. Blocked shot. Corner kick, 1 for Barnsley. Yeah, and the 1 save for Collins was honestly the easiest save he'll ever make. So, honestly, you've not missed anything. And that's what I'm saying. Remember what I said about Swansea, trying to go down the left but getting corny offside trap. This makes sense. 3 offsides now. So they need to find a way to get around this Swansea. And I think you've got to credit Barnsley for their defensive organisation for that. We'll go back to this. Video idea. Rank Championship YouTubers including BENHD and Benjamin Bloom. Oh, that'd be difficult. To be honest, I've already done a YouTubers tier list, haven't I? But if it has to be Championship YouTubers, then I'll try, I guess. But God, I wouldn't want to make a bad name for me just trying to get an identity onto the platform. So it'll be something I do in the future for sure, but I'll definitely be careful on what I say. Blues are linked with an AFC wimbledon who scored 22 goals. That must be Joe Pigott that George has been that Birmingham have been linked with. Joe Pigott. He's always linked to Joe Pigott. Eventually, when a championship club will get him, they'll heavily benefit his goals. Harrison has asked how's my day been. It's been pretty manic, to be honest with you. I've been in London for a lot of today. I actually managed to get a couple of tickets to see what's his name? I completely forgotten the comedian's name. I literally need to actually look at a text to remind myself what it is. I think it's Alan Davies. Yeah, that's right. Alan Davies. So if you go on Dave on Sky, there's a new show he's called. I think it's called what's it called? This is Untitled or something. So basically it's a podcasty sort of show. Alan Davies invites 4 comedians or comedians to talk about stories, and then from that story they pick the title of the show based on one of the topics, basically. So it was a good 3 hours. Had a barrel of laughs. And saw some very, very talented people there. You may have recognised a couple of them. If you looked at my Instagram, you would have known that I've actually met one of them as well. Bristol City being linked to Barry Bannon. That's interesting. Barry Bannon not being the youngest player, but he's definitely still got it in terms of a set piece and can definitely drive a team. Something that Bristol City might need, actually. Just someone with a backbone. What's my favourite song? That's so difficult. I've got like a playlist of favourite songs. It's impossible for me just to narrow it down to one. What song would I always go back to if I need to hear it? I really don't know. I don't know. It's honestly, if I were to pick my favourite song, it'd be like me picking a favourite championship team, because I have nothing against any championship teams. So I don't know. I'll think excuse me. I'll think twice on that one, but I do get asked this quite a fair bit. With being a musician as well, I am always asked this, thinking, what are your musical inspirations? I'm like, everyone. Are you? Oh my God, he just scored. Andre Ayew, what an unbelievable player and what an unbelievable goal. Oh my God. Ayew's just taken the lead, literally out of nothing. Swansea have just scored. I tell you what, when I saw Ayew with that ball, I was thinking, don't give him that much space because you know what he can do. But bam, what a fantastic goal. I hope you guys see it soon. And the Barnsley fans have been stunned. So the home advantage not quite applying. Right, let's look at this. Oh, it's so close to offside though. Really close. It's a good pass, I think, by Norton. And Healy can't close him down. It's Andre Ayew with the first goal. Unbelievable. What a fantastic goal. I tell you what, that's a winning goal if I've ever seen one. And I tell you what, Barnsley's hopes of getting to the Premier League have already taken a hit because Swansea have taken the lead. And I tell you what, it's Andre Ayew, who's not scored a goal against Barnsley in the 2 games he's played for, but has, by and large, in my opinion, has been Swansea's best player all season. So, fair play to him. What a fantastic goal. And this is what we needed. Finally, we've got a goal that can potentially put this game to life. Who would you like to see in the Premier League from the Championship? A load of the teams, really. You know, Barnsley, Luton, QPR, wouldn't mind seeing back. Brentford, Forest, I would like to see back. You know, I would like to see like a Forest, Leeds. Oh, great defending by Gueye. What a fantastic header. Oh, I think he may have been offside anyway, actually. Yeah, I think he may have been offside. Oh, it's a Barnsley corner. No, he wouldn't have been offside. No, that's poor by Woodman to not get the ball out. I tell you what, guys, you should see this. Barnsley almost going the other end of the pitch, and almost the final pass finds the right player. I think it may have been Freesia, who was pretty much on his own, but Gueye, with a diving header like a salmon, he literally hooks the ball away from Freesia. Brilliant defending. Birmingham City. Yeah, Birmingham would be another one. Definitely would like to see Birmingham and Villa have their rivalry back. Another corner to Barnsley. Oh, once again, good defending. I think Cabano this time with the clearance. It goes back. It's one, and I think it's a goal kick. And that's what Barnsley needed to do. They've just not tested Woodman at all. They've pretty much not had even a shot on target. So it's not good on Barnsley's part that they've not had that. God, you've also got to give credit to Carl Norton for that pass as well. It was a brilliant dipping pass to find Ayew probably just onside. He gets past Helik and bam. What a great call. Roman Palmer can't defend it either. It's brilliant work. Anderson, Helik and Palmer. Literally, Ayew had 3 players around him and he still scored a clean strike. So unbelievable. Who will be sacked at the end of the season? Are you talking about next season? Because it's difficult to predict who's going to go up, let alone getting sacked next season. With quality in our squad, we should be in the Prem. I think if you improve defensively, you probably should. Pearson at Bristol City should be sacked. If Bristol City have a slow start, and by that I mean not a single win in their first 3 or 4 games, then yeah, maybe they might need to get rid of him. Ooh. I tell you what, that could have been something. Callum Britton nearly winning that, but it's great defending once again by Swansea. And I tell you what, Swansea looking very organised at the back. You know, definitely looking a lot better than what they have been looking last weekend. Both Sheffields have gone down, so no derby. Yes, so no Steel City derby in the Championship. Would Blues and Coventry be a kind of derby? I mean, right now it'd be a Midlands derby. You know, we called it the Tenants and the Landlords derby this year, but it would technically be 2 Midlands clubs going against each other, Birmingham, Coventry. So that would be one. There's other derbies as well. Of course, Yorkshire derbies would be one. So technically you could throw Sheffield United in that case as well. Oh, after the playoffs. Oh, okay. You know, if anyone, probably, it would be someone like Thomas Frank. I know that might sound crazy, but it really depends on the expectations on Brentford's board. And I think they've got the biggest expectations out of anyone. Oh, I tell you what, Helik nearly scored. Well, I didn't quite see the chance, but it's the first shot that Barnsley have had on target. He beats Mark Gueye. Yeah, the header's poor. The header's not quite powerful enough. He does beat Gueye very well, but his header's not great enough to test Women. If he just guided it into a corner, he probably would have had a chance of getting an equaliser. That would have been a 43rd minute equaliser, which would be huge going into half-time. Well, one negative, I guess, is I've already got both of my score predictions wrong for the playoffs, so what could you do? You know, I've not done a good job predicting the playoffs last year either. They're honestly the most difficult part of the season to predict. Emo Kazabov, welcome to the stream. I think you're a new viewer as well, so everyone, make sure you give Emo Kazabov a great, warm welcome. We want to make sure we always welcome our new viewers to the stream. Harvey Barnes, ooh, he's an equaliser. I tell you what, that's probably the commentary on the opening game of the season. Did you remember the opening game of the season when West Brom were relegated when they played against Bolton? Harvey Barnes scored an unbelievable solo goal. And that's probably what the commentators said as well. Am I streaming the final day of the Prem? I wasn't planning to, but that's a good shout, actually. Might need a different setup to this, but that's actually a good shout. Following the fact I'm a Chelsea fan, that is a good way for me to do that as well. That's not a bad idea, actually. It means I'll have to do 2 streams in 2 days because, of course, Saturday is the playoffs second leg. But, yeah, that could be a good thing to get some content out there. Yeah, there's a good idea, Charlie Brown. Didn't even think of that, but yeah, it could be something I can do as well. I'll get the scores going as well, ticking along at the bottom as well. And I'll have more time to prepare for this one, so there should be no difficulties with thumbnails, graphics, or anything. Right, Swansea have got 1 minute of added time before half time. So we've got 9 views to the stream, and thank you to whoever subscribed to the channel. We're now on 516 now. So to do the maths right, to 600 for a start, we need 84 now. So fantastic progress there. But to 1,000, we need 486 now. Oh wait, 484. So I can't do maths. 484 to 1,000. I tell you what, I can almost taste it. I really can. If we can just rally some momentum, we can definitely get there as soon as we can, because I do fully believe in you guys. You guys are awesome. Arsenal news, Wednesday, they can't play in Europe. Yeah, but Arsenal are in incredible run of form now, so I can't see it. Who's your local team in the Football League? It will be Colchester, because they're the only Essex team left in the Football League. So by default, it has to be Colchester. Do you think Chelsea could sign Harry Kane? I think we can afford it, but I don't think we can. Now, to be honest, I need to make sure I change this. Right. The halftime whistle, guys, has just gone. I need to stop the timer. So, shut up. Right. So, halftime. Barnsley 0, Swansea 1. And this will be a good sign. It will be a good time for me to correct my thumbnail. Yeah, the equaliser message was a reference to that goal. Yeah, because I actually watched back that game pretty recently because I don't know. I was probably watching a couple of West Brom Championship games thinking I was going to get used to it again. But I just remember the opening day of the season. I know they lost against Bolton in the end, but Barnes scored an incredible opening goal. It was debut goal as well. So, and look at what has behold for him now. A now incredible player in Leicester. Sorry to be rude, but why do you support Chelsea? My dad supports Chelsea. We've supported Chelsea pretty much all of my life. I mean, in terms of my family, it's a split. We've got a blue half and we've got the white half. So we've got some people supporting Spurs, some people supporting Chelsea. I'm on the blue half supporting Chelsea. Dad supports it. My uncle supports it as well. You know, enough people for me to suggest why I should support it. But if I hadn't, I would support Spurs. Because my granddad actually played in the youth setup for Spurs. Unfortunately, due to leg break, he couldn't continue on with his career. So, it could have been a fantastic moment. But you know what? That's probably where I get my skills from. I reckon we'll get automatic promotion next season. It's a bold statement, but if you get your momentum, who knows? You remember Harvey Barnes at West Brom? Yeah, but who remembers Harvey Barnes in the Championship? Unbelievable player, you know. It's like, I would almost call it the equivalent of like, remember Mason Mount in the Championship, remember Ruben Neves in the Championship. We've had some fantastic players in the Championship. We've been very lucky and privileged to have some of these players embrace our Championship seasons as well. So, yeah, are we going to have another one of that with Tony or Brent Deer? Quite potentially. You know, Brent Deer's looking something special there. I'll laugh if Arsenal screw up 7th. Oh, they'll get 7th. Yeah, look, I'm sorry. It's just like, we can make fun of Arsenal, but then they take it seriously at the end of the season and they fluke it. So that's the thing. And in a way, I kind of want it because it means they'll stick with their manager and they'll still have their inconsistencies. But I kind of don't want it because Chelsea will lose to them again. But either way, anytime we play Arsenal, it doesn't matter if we have bloody Paul Hurst as Arsenal's manager. We'll still lose to Arsenal. So what can you do? If they just find an extra motive to play against us, they probably look at us thinking that they're the only team that's actually won more games against us against any other team. So, yeah, what can you do when you've got annoying red neighbours? Yeah, Abdel Tarat and Peter Whittingham were incredible players as well. They would honestly be players I put if there was a Championship Hall of Fame. They really would be the first two that stand out. And then someone like a Neves or Harvey Barnes or maybe even a Mount could potentially be there. The problem with them is that they only had one season. I'd rather look at a player that's had multiple seasons, really. It's typical of us Bristol fans to think we're getting close to the start of the season. They finished around 15. Well, it was 19th this season, so yeah, not great. But who knows what will happen next year? Ollie Watkins, yeah, that's a good one. Gale, yeah, that front. Well, that's only three of it. Remember, they've had Charlie Austin as well, so they're the front four of Gale, Barnes, Jay Rodriguez, and Charlie Austin. Just that front four for West Brom was ridiculous. And the fact that West Brom didn't win the championship with those sorts of players, it should have sent me alarm bells that West Brom were going to struggle when they went to the Premier League, and they did. So, yeah. What's your opinion on Abraham not getting playtime and possibly leaving? It's a bit harsh, but I knew it was going to happen to a certain number of players when Tuchel came in. I knew there was going to be some players that were going to be given the God-honest truth and probably would be loaned out. And sadly, it's happened to Abraham. And I think he's still young learning his trade, because I do think out of anyone, he does let social media take the better of him more than any other player, if I got to be honest with you. But what he needs is another 15 goal a season with a Premier League team. He's shown he can do in the Championship with Bristol City and obviously Aston Villa. But he needs, I think, another Premier League team, or to go on loan in a foreign country, playing against top-notch teams, eventually boosting his experience, and then he'll come back. Okay, Comu Swans. Yeah, they what a great goal it was by Andre Ayew. And in fact, if I was able to get a graphic there, I could write Andre Ayew's name at the bottom, but I'm not going to be able to. But great start. Well, it wasn't a great game. It's not been a great game to watch, but that one bit of quality from Ayew, brilliant. And Carl Norton with that defense splitting pass as well, brilliant. Just looping away from two Barnsley players. Ayew gets around Helik, Anderson, and Palmer to score it. I mean, great goal. Was Simon Grayson useless at Sunderland? Oh, he was. He should have stayed at Preston, personally. Alice put Burnley 10th. Oh, God, did I? I mean, I've not looked at my Premier League predictions yet, or my table predictions, but I will do it in the next week or so. Oh, God, if that's the case, then I'm not going to be looking forward to reacting to it. That's for certain. I've already been embarrassed enough for how wrong I was with my championship ones, and if that's the case, then I'm going to really struggle to go through the rest of the video. I should have Man City right. I think I remember predicting Man City to win, but anyone with a brain could do that. Right, I need to really quickly find out how to crop an image on my thumbnail thing, and then how to crop an image in. How to cut out. Oh, that's what I want. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Right, I've just found a template for what I want my thumbnail to be, but I'm gonna have to watch a video for it. This is gonna be weird, guys. I'm listening to a video whilst doing a stream. Right, he's using the same thing as me as well, which is great. What on earth does he do here? Oh my God. I really need to try and figure out how to crop it. This could be something I could do in the future. In fact, just before we go to the second half, let's reiterate with the stats. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can. Right. Don't want to see the table. We want to see Barnsley, Swansea. So, of course, half-time, 0-1 at the moment. Let's look at the stats. So, 50-50 ball possession. Very interesting. I didn't actually think it'd be 50-50, but I guess it does make sense. 4 shots each, 2 shots on target for Swansea. Of course, one of them being the goal. Barnsley only had 1 shot on target, which was near the end of the first half, actually. It was a Michael Helik header. 2 shots off target for Barnsley. 2 corner kicks, 7 fouls for Barnsley. That made sense. They kept fouling the Swansea players, but I think probably trying to impose their personality on the game and trying to I don't know, maybe disrupt their play, but it hasn't really worked at the moment. Goalkeeper saves, 1 each. That does make sense as well. Passes, only Barnsley have just done 2 more passes than Swansea. It's literally been almost like an even game, but what Swansea have done, they've relied on IU being an absolute baller and scoring a fantastic goal. So, I tell you what, man, IU really does make the difference. He really does. So, yeah, that's the squad right now. So, what would I do if I was Ishmael? I would get Carlton Morris on and maybe... Oh, who would I take out? Maybe I'll take out Freesia and put Morris on. Then I would potentially replace Sibic for maybe Solbauer. But then also you need to get Chaplin on. I think he needs a front 4. I think a front 3 is not going to do it. I think... especially Ben Cabango, who's been given a 6.9 rating. Of course, that's the second highest rating. The highest rating, of course, being Andre Ayew. But Ben Cabango getting the second highest rating. He's been absolutely brilliant. So, but you need to overload that defence pretty much. I think they've just found it a bit too easy. Gueye and Cabango have worked really well together. You know, that wasn't a defensive partnership I predicted, but it turns out to be the best one, really, because they've worked in absolute harmony. The most Leeds thing ever is not picking up points from smaller teams. Well, that has happened a little bit to Leeds this season, hasn't it? But right now, it looks like Leeds will get top half, which is a great comeback in the Premier League. So, yeah, really proud of Leeds, actually. Let's see if they can get 9th or higher, because obviously that's where Sheffield United finished in their debut season, didn't they? So, I guess that'll be their aim, hoping to finish around 9th-ish, maybe. But, yeah, they've got quite a bridged gap. Right, now's the time for me to try and fix this thumbnail. Right, how on earth do I do this? I'm just going to leave the comments up so I can still watch the comments, but I'm going to just pay attention to this tutorial thing. Tell you what, I definitely need to watch this video again without me skipping it. But I don't want to cut out the image. I want to crop. That's it. But I'm definitely going to be looking at that again. Most likely you finish 9th or 10th. We can get between 7th and 11th. Yeah. I think they may finish bang on 10th, actually. I think they'll stay there. God, look at me. Look at me watching a tutorial. Okay. Where's the apply thing? That's literally... Okay, sorry, I'm just talking out loud here. So, I've done it right, but for some weird reason, why... Oh, I'm a bloody idiot. It literally says it right at the bottom. Oh my god. All right. I've literally I'm as blind as a bat. Really. So unbelievable. Really. Okay. What I'm gonna do, actually. So, in fact, what I'm gonna do. I tell you what can work. It's not done what I wanted it to do, but I guess I can manipulate that and turn it into something that I do want it for. Okay. This is a bit of an exclusive, guys. You're hearing me how I literally talk to myself every time I do thumbnails and stuff. Right. Save. Undo event, and then do the other half. And then apply. I've got to change that to a white color. Lights. Oh, hang on. This could work. How on earth can you pick a random colour? Oh, that could help. Just found something that could really help what I'm doing here. Amount. No, that's not working. We have a better goal difference to Everton, so I'm saying 9 for optimism. That's fair enough. Oh, I need to get the timer ready as well. I need to make sure I get that ready. So is Benjamin Bloom and Matt SB both streaming then? So I'm guessing that's where most of you are gone. You know, you're chopping and changing between the streams, I guess. That's absolutely fine. Right, definitely need... Right, how on earth? Alright, what I need to do is somehow change... Nope, that's it. Okay, hang on. Need another tutorial, guys. I'm still learning in this YouTube scene. Okay, literally the simplest of things. Color replace, that's what I need. Hang on. Well, it doesn't have it for that one. That's annoying. No, focus, no, dispersion, draw, retouch. Retouch might be, yeah. Unless, no, that's not it. Effect, adjust. You know what? I might just keep it the same. I might literally just keep it simple now because I really cannot be bothered to try and deal with this. Right? In fact, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna literally do what I was originally planning to do. So that's literally me still doing my thumbnail. So I've still not sorted it. Oh, Lil G, welcome to the stream. There's two things I really want to go, and they start at the beginning of July 1st, and that's the fair and Coventry Motor Fest. We'll see if they listen to your request there. You're going to Centre Parks next month. Oh, fair play to you. That's good on you, really, to get... Oh, I tell you what. Look at what Barnsley have just done. Did I not say, take off Freesia and put on Morris? And that's exactly what they've done. I tell you what, I've only done the Championship for 2 years now, but I tell you what, I think I'm starting to pick up what the teams need to do. I think I'm a bit more proud than I probably should be for that. That was probably the most predictable thing ever, but it's still something I can't quite believe I actually nailed spot on. Okay, got to time this right. Come on. Andy Hinchcliffe and Darren Mann is commentating. There we go. Second half now. Can the computer just turn off, please? Barnsley are losing, yes, to Andre Ayew. Really good goal. I nearly swore there. Really good goal from Andre Ayew. Coach Lex has had his finals. Yeah, I tell you what, it's just like, throw me a managerial suit. I can definitely find the best part of the squad, and I'll know what to do. But one thing I don't quite agree with Ishmael, he's still going to front three. I think he needs 4 up front. Honestly, there's nothing harming Barnsley to throw people forward. They've got capable enough defenders that if there's enough people committing forward, that they, let's say Swansea counter, they still got enough people back. So just tweak the formation a little bit, just do something a little bit different. Ishmael does do a formation tweak, occasionally in games, so maybe he would do the same, but I don't know. Maybe he's going to go do the same thing in the start of the second half and then change it midway through just to almost throw Swansea, probably. That's probably what he's going for. All right. Well, I guess you're going to have to deal with it being Coventry Motorfest then. The ball's outside. Right, Barnsley already showing much more intent than that first half combined. Barnsley showing way more intent this time. Ishmael must have said some harsh words at half-time. Thoughts on Bournemouth versus Brentford, and who do you think will win second leg? I only watched 15 minutes of that game, but I did see the goal. Brilliant counter-attacking goal. Dan Juma, just an unbelievable player, really. Just the work it's gone down. He started it, then he gave it to, I think it may have been Billing, and then Stanislas, then to Brooks, and then Brooks with a great pass to find Dan Juma. I mean, it's a great goal. Honestly, literally ripped Brentford's defence apart. Brentford, I was disappointed in terms of the lack of chances, but I guess you credit Bournemouth's defending, and especially Cameron Carter-Vickers, actually. I think he should get a shout-out. I think he did fantastically well. But who do I think will win second leg? It's difficult. Brentford are definitely not finished. They lost 1-0 to in the first leg last year, and they still got back 3-1 in the second leg. So it depends how Brentford respond. If they can't respond and Brentford starts slow in the second leg, then I think Bournemouth may have it. Favourite Championship player? It's got to be someone like BENHD, I think. Just, okay, a bit of space here. Oh, it's spilled. Oh my God. What a double save by Woodman. Oh my gosh, Barnsley should have just equalised. Oh my God. I think it's Morris who does really well. He forces a save. It's a poor save really by Woodman. He parries it. But what a fantastic second save to deny, I believe, Callum Britton with the rebound. Oh my God. This game has gone to life now. Barnsley are really showing intent. It's another corner to Barnsley. I tell you what, Barnsley are throwing the kitchen sink at the moment. Yeah, it's a fest. Yeah. How do you think Norwich will do in the Premier League? I don't know. I'm in two minds about it. Alex Warnock. I don't know if I like that. My God. He just needed to smash it. The fact he rolled it on the ground was why he saved it. Brilliant defending by Swansea. You got to give him huge credit. I think, was that Bidwell who won that header? A quick throw taken. Britton with the cross, who should have scored. Britton, brilliant defending again. I tell you what, Swansea are defending for their lives right now. Blimey. Prob 17th. And Lil G thinks it's first. They might survive, but I don't know. They need to get rid of the mentality of them. Oh! No, that's not a penalty. Moat! Oh! I tell you what. Barnsley really are turning the pressure on. Barnsley does a... Moat does a half volley. It deflects off a Swansea player and goes just wide of the post. So we've got another corner now. Or is it a Swansea defender? I think it is a corner. Yeah, it is another corner for Barnsley. Cool. I want to make this thumbnail, but I can't. I need to watch this game. DK! Oh, DK heads it wide. It's good defending, actually, by Swansea. They restrict him by using the right side of his head to direct it to the right part of the pitch, which is the goal. They actually forced him to head it wide of the post. So great defending by Swansea, actually. And now Swansea can kind of relax a little bit, but they've got to be on their toes, because I tell you what, that first 5 minutes, Barnsley should have definitely got their first goal against Swansea this season. Alex Monk, I don't know if I like these comparisons, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm Alex Monk of the Championship YouTubers, if there was a league of that, maybe. That's probably even been a bit much of positive for me. Okay, hang on. I need to make this thumbnail. cannot be distracted. But what a start to this second half. Barnsley really should have scored. They really should have there. Callum Britton may rue on that missed chance badly. Here they come again. Here's Carlton Morris. Free kick. Oh, yeah, free kick one for Barnsley. I tell you what, Carlton Morris has been immense since he's come on. He's been running forward, forcing Swansea under pressure. He has been the best player just from this half alone. Unbelievable, Carlton Morris. And Andre Ayew gets a yellow card, I think. I think it is Ayew that hacks down Morris. So Andre Ayew does get booked. Now, Barnsley have a free kick, and this could be Alex Mowatt territory. Could we see a free kick stun in the playoff? You know, we've had some incredible ones. We've had Charlie Adam in the final. I tell you what, Benjamin Ainsworth-Bloom, whilst he may not like the comparison, he could definitely fashion his rock look, you know, with his hair and his clothing and his fashion choice. I think he could honestly, it's a doppelganger, really. You know, they must be separated at birth somehow. And the fact that they're both avid rockers as well, unbelievable. And I tell you what, I'm in a good mood today because Benjamin Bloom actually liked one of my tweets today about my university. So, fair play to him. You know, you would... Okay. Woodman just keeps holding on to it. I thought he was going to spill it again, but he just holds on. It wasn't Mowatt taking the free kick. It was actually Collie Woodrow. I don't know if I agree with that. I think it should be Alex Mowatt any day, but Woodrow looked like he spilled it, but he just about recovered it. Sonny Lloyd, welcome to the stream. I think I do recognise your name. You're not feeling great right now. It wasn't a great performance by Brentford with how little they tested Begovic, but it's not over yet. It's only one goal advantage, and they could definitely turn the game around. Bit close. You know, Barnsley living a bit dangerously right now. It's shown how one splitting pass could actually expose that Barnsley defence. They are very high up the pitch because obviously they've got an intent that they want to try and score a goal. So it makes sense. Didn't Charlie Adam once slip whilst doing the corner? Oh, probably. You know, but one thing I do remember Charlie Adam for, because I keep getting reminded of it, is that he scores at the half end of the pitch against Chelsea. So, yeah, I guess a bit embarrassing for Chelsea's part. I'm just doing the final bit of my thumbnail. I can see Ishmael getting a bit frustrated right now. He's got to be very careful, but he doesn't lose his head here. The last thing that he needs to do is to get himself sent off or whatever. You know, he cannot afford that. Right, I've got the components for the thumbnail. Just need to do that and then apply it to the video, and then I can relax. I've not even done the title or the description. I actually need to do that as well, so I can't relax yet. I need to do all of that. Oh, Mowatt just over. I tell you what, Barnsley much better from Barnsley, but it's not quite enough at the moment. Swansea's still holding firm, but it's shown to me that Swansea are not as safe as they may seem. Right, nearly done with the thumbnail, nearly done. Right, need to get rid of the background there. I somehow found a literal PNG file on a championship player, which is going to save me a lot of time. Okay. Like that. Edit the background. Oh, this could take a while, for goodness sake. Nothing can ever take me seemingly no time at all. That's just life when you do things that are overly difficult. Oh, I could really do with a mouse right now. I'm using my trackpad to edit, and it's all clunky and all messy and everything. God. Let me just read back the comments quickly. What's your favourite chocolate? Dairy milk any day of the week. Who do you think will win the Euros? France would be my favourites as well, but I will do a Euro prediction later, closer to the tournament. We could do a sweepstake as well. I'm also planning to do that as well. So, and if you guys want to get involved with a sweepstake, we could definitely involve something maybe with a Discord. So that would definitely be a lot of fun. When we played Stoke in the Carabao Cup, we sang a chant towards China, who's the 1A or the pies. Yeah, and you can say that to someone like Charlie Austin as well now, but it's not, it's bittersweet when they score against you, isn't it? Okay, Charlie Brown thinks Italy. That's an interesting shout. What are your thoughts on Anderson's goal versus West Brom yesterday? I mean, great drama, but did not like it as a Chelsea fan personally because I needed Liverpool to drop points. So, yeah, happy for him, I guess. I'm happy for goalkeepers to get recognised, but at the same time, didn't do Chelsea any favours. So I was disappointed as well as amazed. He literally saved Liverpool's season with that goal. Just like that, he saved Liverpool's season. I even watched West Brom's goal. I even watched their Liverpool's equaliser, but the one goal I didn't see was Alisson's because I was working. Right, nearly done the thumbnail, guys. Daryl DK's taking longer to edit than I thought. Swansea going forward. I don't think anything's coming out of it, though. No, nothing's gone out of it. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I actually got a photo with Richard Ayoade. So if you would know him from the IT crowd, most likely. You've seen him on other spin-off shows as well. Probably like 8 Out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Load of comedian shows as well. Yeah, and honestly, you would know him probably as being like the socially awkward guy, really. What he is on TV is exactly what he is in real life as well. He doesn't, there's no hiding anything really. And in a way, it's actually brought me in like a different perspective because, he had no idea who I was. And I don't expect him to anyway. But if I were to have that sort of celebrity figure, especially if I had, in some parallel universe, I had YouTube success and I'd get recognised and I would have autographs and photos taken, whatever. I wouldn't be able to know how to actually cope with it. I really wouldn't. I would lose. Oh, I was about to swear there. I would literally lose it. So. And it's almost like it's a part of how they live as well. So I don't know. One argument you could say, if you are going to get celebritorial success, you've got to expect that. But I don't know. I if I were to have that, I'd get irritated personally. So, nah. But honestly, really, really nice guy. Really nice guy. I didn't really have a chance to really talk, because it was all very, very quick. And he wanted to cycle home. That's right. He cycles everywhere he goes. If you saw him in the adverts, you would know he cycles. So, yeah. But it was actually nice to actually get a selfie with a celebrity. And that's actually a first for me. Never, ever had a selfie with a celebrity until now. And it's Richard Ayoade who takes the honour as the first ever one. Yeah, I'm actually not a fan of Snickers. I don't really eat chocolates with nuts in it. Yeah, Crystal Maze. Yeah, Crystal Maze is another thing he's done as well. Yeah, I guess Crystal Maze is the one he's probably most newer viewers would know anyway. But the IT crowd's where he got his breakout role, really. You're a sweepstake as long as you don't get me Scotland. Well, whatever team will get, whatever team will get. That's all I'd say. But if we don't have enough members, then probably we'll assign people with more than one team, likely. But if we can get players, everyone to have at least one team, that'd be great. Crystal Maze used to be good. I tell you what, I did used to watch it a lot as well, but it does, I don't know, did lose its touch quite quickly. But, him as a person, though, he's completely sound. Right. Just need to change my thumbnail very quickly. Oh God, I hope it looks alright. Thank you to the 16 of you who've liked the stream, and thank you to whoever subscribed as well. We're now up to 516. We really want to try and keep this push. So if you can, that'd be fantastically appreciated. Now, where did I save this thumbnail? I honestly cannot remember where I saved it. Where did I save it? Oh, that's great, isn't it? Where on earth? I have no idea where I saved my thumbnail. That's really not good, isn't it? Right. Right, this will work, I guess. Where is it in the folder? It's in downloads. Oh, that's why. That's why I'm not going to bloody see it. Put it in the PC. Come on. Right. Just do that. It should be easy to find now. Oh, nothing. Nothing's happened so far. I'm a bit disappointed, really, to be honest with you. You know, we had such a good start in that second half, and it has kind of died down a little bit. Get Ben Foster on that Love Island, but coupling with ketchup. Oh my God! I tell you what, get James Milner and that Ribena, and that will be coupling up as well. Right, guys, the thumbnail's just been changed, so thankfully that has been changed. Oh, in fact, I've actually done the title. Actually, I need to get rid of the 500 subs special though. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I can't be asked to change the description now. Right. Before I like to follow accounts because that's how I'm an amazing. Oh man. Okay, DK. Oh no! Oh DK! Oh my God! He only needed to not have so much weight on that pass, and that would have been 2 versus 1, and likely a Barnsley goal. Barnsley are definitely have it been more effective going forward, but they're just not finding the quality in the final ball. Have I met any footballers? No, I haven't. Unfortunately, I would like to meet a footballer though. As terms of my second celebrity, I do want to meet. Well, I wouldn't say I've met Richard Ayoade. You know, I said hello to him, had a selfie, then bam, he cycled off in his own little bike that he cycles to everywhere. I actually I literally bumped into him like accidentally. You know, I was told that I needed to get rid of a coat that my friend had because I was going with one of my friends as well. He had a bright red coat and it was going to get in the way of the camera. So I just volunteered and said, you know, let me find a storeroom or something to get rid of it. As I was walking with this big coat that was just 2 sizes too big because it wasn't my coat, there I see Richard Ayoade standing next to his bike. And I'm like, oh my God, all right, I know who you are. So, and the thing is about that show as well with Alan Davis, you have no idea who the celebrity comedians are until they, you know, appear, obviously. So the fact I saw one, I was like, you know what? Thank God I'm going to have a comedian who I know. So there you go. Most famous person you've met is Noel Edmonds. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. That's a good one to meet. God, you can definitely say he's got an iconic voice. That's all I'd say. He's been on Deal or No Deal. He's done other shows. He's been on TV for decades. Then he had a bit of controversy, didn't he? And then he went on I'm a Celeb, and then he kind of disappeared again. Charlie Brown says, knock knock. Who's there? Dare I ask? Had you had a nice run today? I mean, I didn't run to London. You know, if I was doing my charity run, I probably would be running to London. But it was it was a nice walk for what I'd say. It was definitely a lot of walking. We had to go to Camden Town for this show, which is northwest London, I think. And I've never been to northwest London. You know, I've been to West London, obviously, and I've been to South London, Central London, but not, and Northeast London, but never Northwest London. So I pretty much have been to every square inch of London now. But I feel like you really need to go and live in London to kind of embrace its culture. It's so different to where I live in Chelmsford. Who's there? Timo who? Actually, sorry, you missed the door. It was front of him as well. Great. You know what? It goes to this point where I'm struggling of things to defend Timo Werner for, and honestly, just even from that Leicester game as well, he really let me down. He really did. I tell you what, guys, can you be honest with me, right? Have you experienced any lag in this stream at all? Because I changed some settings after I had the Championship Watchalong, on the final day of the season, hoping to try and reduce lag. Has there been a single bit of lag at all in the stream? If not, then I'm a genius because I worked out how to fix it. It looks like Wayne Routledge is going on, which could be a good player for experience. He can play up front as well, so no lag. I tell you what, this is so unusual, this stream going well. No lag. I am not used to this. Right, Swansea pushing now. Matt Grimes. Good defending by DK. Jamal Lowe, who has scored 2 goals against Barnsley already this season. Creeper Boy, welcome to the stream. Still 1-0 to Swansea. Oh, why is it counting down? Hang on, what's happened to the count up thing? Oh, what's it done? Oh, what's it done? No, why has it stopped that? Oh, that's so annoying. Why is it stopped when it's reached 59 minutes? Oh, that's so irritating. Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to try and find a way to change it. Stop. I'm going to fix the timer for you guys. 68:30 is when I'm going to resume it. It might look a bit tacky because I have to include the hour because for some weird reason it just won't do it. I don't know why, but I'm going to try. What does lag mean? It means that like a frame drops and stuff, and the stream is not running smoothly. All right, good decision actually, and I actually was about to suggest this: Liam Cullen to go off and Wayne Routledge to go on. Right, let's do it. Oh, it's done an hour. Why has it done that? I need to find a way that it counts up to 90. Without actually, what I could do, in fact, this is why I think I found out why Mark Goldbridge doesn't do it up to 90. He doesn't do 90-minute timers, doesn't he? He only does it up to 45. It starts to make sense now. I'm now figuring out why. So, now I've got to calculate all the way from 45 from 69. Don't take that the wrong way. That's not what I meant. Oh. Okay. Swansea did look like they countered, but I think it's come from nothing. Wemel Parner now. Okay, now. Oh, for goodness sake. I didn't do it right. Hang on. Why is he not? Oh, come on, guys. Why? This is what happens when I don't prepare. It happens. Right. I could definitely time this. Minute silence for the countdown not counting up. For goodness sake. Now. Come on. There we go. There we go. It's worked. And there's always a bloody beep every time I fix this counter. But there we go. It works. What do you think of Kane asking to leave? I'm not surprised, to be honest with you, but I don't agree with it going to a Premier League club. And I tell you what, Woodman was riding dangerously there. He left his goal to try and clear a ball. Living a bit dangerously, and Collins did something similar earlier in the second half as well. So both goalkeepers living a little bit dangerously at the moment. You could have somewhere on the screen the top 3 Letters Hall of Fame, and their points might be a neat touch. That's not a bad idea. In fact, that could be a setting or a scene I could do. But that could definitely be something I could do for next season, because I think definitely with the way I fixed the lag, I don't want to jinx it, but I think this has been a lag-free stream. If that happens even in midday or whatever, when I did the watch-along for the last day of the season, if that continues, then I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more live streams. Because the reason why I've not done many live streams is because I've just been so worried about lag. But this stream has been perfect in terms of lag. Not necessarily camera, I still need to fix that. But right now, I can't complain. Oh my god, look at this from Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe doing unbelievable! Oh my god! Jamal Lowe nearly scoring one of the best championship playoff goals I've seen. Look at this skill. You can't see, I can't show the game, but he completely skims Palmer, not once, but twice. And is shot just over the top right corner. When did this Harry Kane? It's fine in Leeds. I think Harry Kane will go to another country. The championship is so much exciting while watching you. Is it really? Well, thanks for that. I don't know how it's going to be as a commentator, but definitely I will try and be somewhat entertaining. No hurricanes near me. Fair enough. Excuse me. Right. Interesting stat I just seen. Last 10 minutes possession, Swansea have had 60% of the ball. Barnsley, having that superiority in the first 10 minutes of the second half, have completely lost it because it's now Swansea in control. That is definitely very disappointing on Barnsley's part. They need to get a goal somewhere. They need an equaliser. They cannot afford Swansea to win this game. Oh, I tell you what. I need to definitely get more input in terms of those shorts. I've not uploaded on my shorts channel for a couple of days because I won't lie. There's not much entertaining content for me to condense into smaller videos. But if there's any suggestions you want to see from the shorts channel, do let me know. Oh, he's onside. Oh, no penalty. Oh, I tell you what, Woodrow has really made a meal of that. If Woodrow had not had a really poor oh, once again. Oh. And it's handball in the build-up. Right. Barnsley lose their chance. Right. Let's see what happens here. He's on. Yeah, Bidwell plays him on side, but his touch is poor. He does fall into the box, and I think it is... Yeah, it's a great challenge. I think... Oh, is it Norton? Or is it... No, it's not Norton. It's the... I think it's the centre-back who I can't pronounce his name. What the fuck happened to the timer? What do you mean what the hell happened to the timer? It's there. It can't count up to 60 minutes, Giddy Fry. It resets, so that's why I have to do it in 45-minute increments. Yeah, it can literally... As soon as it goes to 60 minutes, it resets to 0. So that's why I've changed it. And sorry for cursing on stream, by the way. Harry Kane joining PSG. I can actually see that. He might want to reunite with Pochettino. But it's a real fall from grace. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've changed it to back down to a 45-minute thing. So basically, 45 at 29 is 74, which is the minute that the game is currently playing at right now. Fixed the thumbnail. The title's fine. I don't think there's pretty much anything else for me to do. Thank you so much to like the stream at 19 likes. So thank you guys. Yeah, I know, shocker. Sorry guys. Well, blame Gillifry. Blame Gillifry for that. I'm sorry, but that's his fault. Yeah. Yeah, oh, Carl's... Yeah, Carl, you can bloody talk, man. Well, this stream's not taking an L right now because it's so far, it's doing fantastically well. Subscribers, it's done well. Likes, it's done well. So, I don't quite see it. But, yeah, you can clip that if you want. But, you know what? I'll keep PG as much as I can. But, I don't know. There's just some people that can throw me off script a little bit. Not intentionally, by the way, Gilly Fry. That's not me being malicious. That Preston career mode. Oh yeah. There's more than that. ADT. That was like the calm stage of me. I have said worse things in my life. I had said worse things in my Among Us streams as well. If you haven't seen those and you do want to see it out, go for it. But the lag is not great on that. So, excuse me. So, yeah, I would have watched it for quality. But if you wanted to hear what I said, then you can go for that. TikTok dances if you play games like trick shots and mispronounced words, speaking English, and that, yeah. Yeah. That was the moment Giddy clipped. Yeah. It's his favourite moment. Shame it's not really grown his channel, though. But, you know, he can do what he wants to do to try and grow his channel. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, when I'm with the uni lot, you know, there's a totally different dialect. Palmer now the ball. Poor cross, well defended by Swansea there. Okay. Tell you what, Barnsley's final ball's not been good enough. That's been an issue, really. Woodman, apart from that Callum Britton save, has not really needed to make any, like, great saves. I swear in my streams if I want to. I don't really care. Yeah. To be honest with you, it's just like, if I were to speak normally, I would swear every 2 seconds, but I just feel like it won't, when it goes to online and there's other people seeing it, I do kind of mute myself from that. When it's people I know and people that know me better than anyone, really, you know, I can kind of get away with it, almost. Yeah. That Leicester thing, I already said my piece on it. I didn't watch the game because I was working, but ultimately, whoever scored first was going to win, and Leicester did. They scored their wonder goal. VAR is a disgrace, but really just it happened. What happened because Chelsea just weren't good enough. So that's all I can say. There's a mistype there. Definitely not cultural opinions. Definitely. I mean, you're telling me about cultural opinions. Look at what we're dealing with here right now. I don't know what kind of accusations you're making, mister. The bloody images that you compare me to should probably get you arrested. We're in the 78th minute now, technically the 33rd minute of the second half. Do I really need to set an example? You guys are younger than me, so, you know, I do want to set an example, really. I tell you what, compared for the fact that this stream was literally 5 minutes, I literally got this live minutes, well, just seconds before it kicked off, actually, so I'm happy with its execution, really, to be honest with you. You love watching these watch-alongs because there's zero bias and it's actual fair commentary. Yeah, but to be honest, even with the championship, I don't support a single championship team, so I don't really have a preference on anything. It looks like Swansea have got a corner right now, which really would suit them. If Swansea could score a second goal, they'd be in the driving seat, and you know what? It would match Fulham's result against Cardiff last year. Of course, they beat Cardiff in the first leg away from home, 2-0. Remember that Josh Onuma goal that he literally skipped past players and he just scored it? Unbelievable. It's almost like Jamal Lowe tried to do that, but of course he couldn't quite score it. But Barnsley doing well just to keep the scoreline down at the moment. Too heavy on Swansea. I think Swansea have now tried to run the clock down. They're trying to get that 1-0 win, which will be good for them to take to Liberty Stadium, because there's only one team who's actually managed to overturn okay, is that not a penalty? That's not a penalty. Alright, I tell you what, that one looked more like a penalty than the one on Woodrow, on Barnsley, I'll tell you that. It's a bit clumsy from Barnsley there, but it looks like they've got away with one. It's going back and forth, and there's been a foul. Who's been fouled? The camera won't show me. What is that British thing in the background? It's a clock. and it doesn't work. So, yeah, that's all it is. God, I tell you what, it looked like a penalty to me. I got to be honest with you. It definitely looked more like a penalty than the one on Woodrow. Wayne Routledge was the one who got fouled in the box. You were born in the year that Bristol City were promoted, so hopefully he has good omens for the future. God, when were Bristol City promoted? It can't be their recent promotion. That was 2014 odd. You would barely be 7 years old. Maybe it was the previous one. God, I mean, I remember the days when Bristol City were this close for getting into the Premier League, but Dean Windass had other ideas, and he sent Hull up. Yeah, it's a clock. That's right. I'll be still predicting Blues to win 3-0 until we actually win 3-0. It will happen one day. Maybe, if you got a couple of strikers in, it will happen one day. But, yeah, you wouldn't necessarily back it with the system that you play, but eventually it will happen. Every team will win 3-0 at some stage of the season. Looks like Hurahan's just put a foul there. Of course, Hurahan playing against his former club as well. Mad. The only team that I don't want to go up is Bournemouth. No agenda against them or anything, but I just don't want to see the three teams get relegated from last season. Yeah, for the neutral, it would be boring for the three relegated teams to go back up, but I do have a sneaky suspicion it will be that. And what would that do for me? It would actually raise a couple of concerns of the Championship kind of losing its quality compared to the Premier League. Leeds have kind of defied against the odds there. And if they can maintain their consistency next season, then, you can consider Leeds as being one of those rare teams that have just really taken the Premier League by the scruff of the neck. But even just seeing West Brom and Fulham, with how many little wins they've had all season, it really has been almost a joke for them trying to compete in the Premier League. Apart from with West Brom beating Chelsea, of course. Yeah, nearly said twice there, but it didn't beat us twice. But I only looked at this. Sheffield United have had more wins than Fulham and West Brom. So the two newly promoted teams have actually got the less wins. So, yeah, massive, massive, massive. I tell you what, I think people are being a little bit harsh on Mbrumo's miss there. Yes, he definitely should have hit the target, and if he hit the target, it would have been a goal. But the ball was travelling so quickly, and he needed to. It just people probably just seems that that opportunity seemed a bit easier than it is, in my opinion, personally. But a player like Mbeumo, you should expect him to score it. So I guess it is justified that maybe he should have done a bit better there. Okay, a bit of fouling going on there. The ball's just not quite having the flow at the moment, and it will suit Swansea that it's not flowing at the moment. DK's down. Once again, poor delivery. Do you think Leeds will get second season syndrome? If they lose Bielsa, then yeah, most definitely. Yeah, they barely scored either. Yeah, West Brom and Fulham barely scored goals either. So they really have. Oh, I tell you what, that's a great pass. Ayu's peeling down the right. Here's Ayu again. Great defending. Brilliant defending. I think that might have been Sibic actually with that defensive slide actually. Hurahan. Oh, it's a save by Collins. Blimey, he didn't look too comfortable with that. Oh, no, it's not Hurahan, it was Grimes. My mistake. It was Matt Grimes with that shot. Did you see the McNeil-Alioski issue? I didn't see that. I knew they were going against each other, but I didn't see that. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was Hurahan who gave it to Grimes. That's probably what I meant to say. But, yeah, it was a powerful strike. Collins didn't look too comfortable. I've not watched too many games, honestly, because of my work, but that I've got my work done, I'm definitely going to be watching a lot more games now, so looking forward to that. That's what I'm fair to say. By the way, guys, actually, goals conceded in the 90-plus minutes. Swansea have conceded the most goals in the 90-plus minute, so maybe not too late for Barnsley, that's all I'd say, but they've only conceded 5, though, so not many. What I will say, actually, to remind you guys, apparently some of you have rallied Matt SB to check my message to him via Instagram. I would actually tell him what my Instagram is. Obviously, my socials are in the bottom right corner, just to make sure he can find it. You know, because there's probably many people asking him for messages, and he may forget as well. So, yeah. Because who knows, you know, if there is a collab going on in the channel, then most definitely we can definitely get some good content on. I just thinks he can mess with Pepe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Pepe got, he got the better of Pepe, didn't he, actually? Yeah, he got Pepe sent off for that. Yeah, that was a mad game in the season, and Leeds probably should have won it as well. Yeah. They need to not rename it, but the commentators need to just have a different choice of words, I guess. I think Championship's just the default word they use, really. Here's Hurahan taking Swansea's corner. Oh, the header's not quite won there. But it's not gone away. Not Cabango. Guay wins it back. Barnsley trying to... Oh, okay, a bit of a mistake there. Callum Styles now, who didn't start. Oh, it's poor by Styles. I tell you what, Harry Styles would have done better in that position. God, he really let his team down there. He literally got the ball with a Swansea player making a poor mistake. All he needed was to make a clever pass, but then he literally kicked the ball out for a throw-in. Right, Dal DK's coming off, and the fans are giving him a round of applause. And I got to say, the fans have made a big difference, and you've got to give Barnsley fans some credit there. Victor Adebayojo is going on for Dal DK. So we'll see if he can make a difference. Not in the second game where you won 4-2. Yeah, McNeil and... Yeah. Even I done better on Sunday. Yeah, but it depends if you're watching the game live with me, really. I assume most of you are, really. But... yeah, I mean, I'm a bit flustered enough as it is. You know, I will be doing, like, previews, not only that, predictions, but also just... In fact, you've seen enough of my ugly face for too long now. Let's go back to Capture, and let's see what SofaScore has to say about this game. So, we're pretty much in the 88th minute now, so let's see what they've said. So... Looking at this attack momentum now, this was when Barnsley started well, where my mouse is there. Then you scroll down and then you see Swansea starting to dictate. They gained 70% of the possession in that period and they started testing corners a bit. Then Barnsley try and crawl it back and then it's just been back and forth pretty much. As you've noticed, you know, still sticking with the same formations there. Cabango, Guay still on the pitch and all of that. Cullen has gone off. Freesia and Palmer have gone off, and of course DK's gone off. They've not quite updated that yet, but maybe could Ishmael have introduced the substitutes a bit quicker? Swansea have got a free kick, by the way. Might as well tell you that. And it's a very poor one, so there's no point. I tell you what, I've been a little bit disappointed with Moab. I really have. I really expected him to be a little bit more involved. He's had flashes of good play, but he's just not done anywhere near enough. You're watching a game on TV and the stream on the phone, one of my phones. Oh, wow. So, 89th minute. Gosh, it's 10 o'clock. Blimey, I don't know how I'm getting all this energy. Right, let's just quickly look at the stats. Look at that. Barnsley more shots. Still 50-50 on possession, which is really weird for the fact that Swansea had 70-30 at one stage. Okay, Woodman's caught it. Good save. Woodman's done very, very well there. If Woodman had dropped that, that would have been a Barnsley goal. But he's done very well, to be fair, Woodman. It's a very dangerous cross. And there was Helik wanting to head it in, but Woodman too good for that. Barnsley have had 4 shots on target. 4 shots off target as well. We've definitely... Oh, God. I tell you what, Collins, you've got to be very, very careful. 3 minutes of added time, by the way. 3 minutes. So we don't have... Barnsley have not got a lot of time to get something from this. A 1-0 defeat at home wouldn't be great for them. It wouldn't be game over. You know, definitely not. But it wouldn't be ideal. Right. It's a corner. It's a corner for Barnsley now. They've got to make this corner count. They've got to make the set pieces count. That's how they've been getting their goals, set pieces. They need to make amends of their corners. There's more for fouls there, by the way, but we need to go back to the Watchalong scene like this. Right. Let's see what they could do in the corner. Moat with the corner. Oh! I tell you what, Swansea had to really scramble that. I thought Moat, for me, criticising him not doing enough, might have got an assist for a goal, but he hasn't. Here's Moat right now, though. Oh, poor. Oh, what a great bit of improvisation. Oh, but it's not quite good enough. God, Moat's not been at it. I got to be honest. You know, he's had glimpses of it. You know, he's not been terrible all game, but compared to that to Matt Grimes, who I think has been unbelievable for Swansea, night and day, in my opinion. I think it's another corner for Barnsley. They're going to need this. They need this goal. We won't be in Europe. There's a small chance in Europe Conference League. Yeah, I don't even know what they're doing with that. Too many beers. I've only had one drink today. And I've driven for 20 miles as well. So naughty me. But Charlie's got to go. Oh, off the crossbar! Oh my God, Barnsley nearly just equalised. Off the crossbar, Barnsley nearly claw it back with 1 minute to go. Oh my gosh. I want to see that again. I couldn't quite see who it was, but it was a back heel flick. It was a really intelligent bit of play. It was a short corner. And it goes off the crossbar. A long throw by Britain. It's well defended. Oh, no, Swansea clear it. Okay, ball back into the box for Barnsley. It's poor. It's cleared again. God, it's backs to the wall now for Swansea. They really got to try hold on. God, it may be Morris actually who I think had that effort. Yeah. It was Morris. Oh, that's so unlucky. That would have been an incredible goal if that went in. It must have been a large one. I would love it if Barnsley get promoted. Love it. Yeah. Famous quote. And there we go. That's the full-time whistle. So Swansea are the victorious ones in this game. 1-0 the final score. So they've got a 1-0 advantage going into the final leg for this game. So to reiterate the two playoff games, Bournemouth have won at home by 1-0, making their home fans count. Swansea have won over Barnsley again. 3 wins now against Barnsley. 1-0 away win for Swansea. And they can take that when they play Barnsley at home at the Liberty and with their fans as well. I tell you what, Swansea definitely more realistically probably going to make it to that final now. But you don't know. Barnsley could shock people. And I have said it previously. I think Barnsley are actually better away from home. And actually without the pressures of their fans. So it could be a blessing in disguise for Barnsley not winning this, but at that chance by Morris really, really could have made the difference. One drink equals one picture. Nah. Giddy Fry, you can bloody talk. You can't act to save your life. It's why your stream is... It's why you can't stream to save your life at the moment. Maybe you might need to take some acting lessons. Right, I think that wraps it up for the stream. I guess to finish it off, we could go back to the capture thing and reiterate the stats. So, okay, so tackles, definitely Swansea doing really well. And they had to really work hard, Swansea, to stop Barnsley's high press. And that's why they've won more tackles. Interceptions, Barnsley done all right with that. And clearances, 32 clearances. Honestly, their defending wasn't pretty, Swansea, but they did enough. They got a clean sheet, and that's going to be really, really important going into the second leg. And obviously, one moment hit the woodwork. That was Carlton Morris's shot in the final minute of the game. So, that wraps things up. I don't think I need to reiterate the Bournemouth and Brentford game. I think you guys have already got enough intel on that, but I think that wraps it up. So, The game is ending. Barnsley 0, Swansea 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want another watch along for me, please make sure you do give this video a like. It tremendously helps. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It would really, really make my day. And please share this channel as well. It's how I'm going to grow. Make sure to share my channel to all the championship YouTubers, and we can get collabs done and all of that business as well. So there you go, guys. That wraps it up. Thank you. Oh, you're 400 live and Matt in the live. Fair enough. Oh, and also, guys, if you are on Matt's live, make sure you do remind him to check out my message. But that wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are